Good day, fellow deal makers. We got 7 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to talk to one of my buddies today about micro cap IPOs. Is your business too small for an IPO, or maybe it's just right? So, with that, Mr. Ben, welcome to the show.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. All right. So, talk to us. What the heck is a micro cap IPO?
Well, micro cap is a term that differentiates a company from being a large cap or small cap issuer company in the public markets. And you could break it down for being the 300 million and under market cap is a small cap. So I would say anything under 50 million market cap is a nano cap. So we operate, my firm, Sikenzie Ross Ference Carmel LLP, we operate in the nano cap, micro cap, and small cap markets, which is a company's market cap being under 300 million. And a lot of people who are listening to this, who may be CEOs of companies, are looking to raise money because everybody's looking to raise equity. And they are reaching out to family offices, venture capital funds, private equity funds, and they're not successful in raising the equity. And I don't think on their radar is the public markets, filing a Form S1 or a Form F1 if they're a foreign company, and going through the registration process with the Securities and Exchange Commission and raising money on the public markets and listing on the OTC, the over-the-counter markets, or NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange. And so that's what my firm and our team does.
Yeah. So when a company's kind of like exploring raising money from venture capital or maybe angel investors, maybe private equity, right? They're exploring all these different ways to raise capital. A lot of them may not even consider IPOs. Why do you think that is? And maybe some things that will open up their eyes to exploring the capital markets as a viable option.
I think the branding of IPO feels out of touch for a lot of CEOs, and it's only for the big players like Airbnb and Uber and Facebook and these mega billion-dollar companies. But that's not true. A lot of the companies that I'm working on right now as a lawyer are companies that are pre-revenue, trying to go through FDA trials. They may be a medical device, and they may have nominal revenue, but they're looking to go public because there's so many benefits that going public brings to the company, such as branding, creating a platform for it to use its stock as a currency to go pursue acquisitions of other competitors or other players in the market, recruiting, being able to recruit other executives using stock as a way to compensate them, and a certain clout of being a publicly traded company. It elevates the company's branding and positioning so that you're now a much bigger player than just being private. And there's a lot of cons to being public. There's a lot of costs. You need audited financials every year. You need SEC counsel, such as me and my firm. You need a lot. You have to understand there's really two jobs. There's the business itself, and then being in the public markets and dealing with your shareholders and having that other customer, let's call it, which is the shareholder, and making sure that they're up to date and well informed.
Yeah. Yeah. From your experience in working with these small, micro, nano cap IPOs, what are some of the things that, as you're going through the process, what are some of the biggest hurdles from becoming a public company that you have seen that maybe a listener could listen in and avoid a bunch of headaches or hurdles?
I would say is one, you need audited financials. So you have to hire an auditor to review your books. Two, you need a banker. You need an investment bank, an underwriter, to engage with your company and raise the money. There's so many times I've been on deals where we're 12 to 24 months into the deal. We're at the night of pricing. Imagine like buying a house. Like you're about to know if you actually got the deal under contract or not, and then the money falls through. And so at the end of the day, it all comes down to, can the bankers raise you the money?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it comes down to. If you want to go public, you need the money to do it, and you need the middleman, the banker, the broker, to make it happen for you.
Yeah. So this is really a team sport. So maybe someone who's never had experience becoming a public entity, or, maybe working with a group. What are some of the ways to build out the IPO team? What are some of the things you've seen to be successful in that?
Yeah, you need your SEC counsel, your lawyer. You need your banker. You need your accountant, auditor. You arguably need your public relations PR person who creates your press releases and helps you navigate your brand. And you need internal staff to deal with your lawyer and accountant and auditor because the CEO is focused on the business. You don't
Mhm.
want to be dealing with lawyers and accountants all day. So you need staff within to handle these responsibilities.
Yeah. So as you go through this process, two things is, why did you get into, this specific niche in as an attorney? And then where could people go to connect with you and find out more about working with you?
When I went to law school, I learned quickly that I didn't want to be a litigator. And the other option seemed like to go into corporate law. And there's various buckets of corporate law. There's mergers and acquisitions, there's venture capital, emerging growth companies, and the equity capital markets, the debt capital markets, structured finance. There's so many different niche bubbles you could play in. And I chose equity capital markets because honestly, it was the best job I got after law school. And I'm committed to it and focused on it. And it's a huge market, huge opportunity. And if I just keep my head down and try and add value, then I expect good things to happen.
Yeah, very cool. So where can people go to connect with you? How could they find you? Maybe on LinkedIn, or what's your website? Where can people
Yeah,
connect
my
with you?
name is Benjamin Sklar on LinkedIn. Feel free to connect with me. My email is bsklar@srfc.law. And feel free to reach out. You can find me on the internet at my firm's website. And thank
There
you.
we go. Yeah. Hey, so fellow deal makers, as always, reach out to our guests. Say thank you for being on the show. I hope you learned a lot today about micro-cap IPOs, and maybe you're running an organization where you just don't know if this would be a viable option. Reach out to our guests and say, hey, I heard you on the Deal Scout. Want to learn more about this? And maybe you have a deal that you'd like to talk about on the Deal Scout. Head on over to thedealscout.com, fill out a quick form, maybe get you on the show next. Till then, we'll talk to you all on the next episode. See you guys.